He was constantly, actually, he was kind of scary. He was very quiet and very timid, and he was very devilish sometimes too. And he actually played a lot with toys. He was a loner, and he really reminds me of the kid that's in that movie Skip, the dog, My Dog Skip, in which he was a loner, a quiet little skinny little kid, and once he met a dog named King, that transformed his life. When he was young, he had a lot of illnesses, but one in particular was he had a surgery when he was about 9 or 10 years old that was like a life changer, and he was scared to death of it, and he was scared to death of what he had to go through, and really because of that, I think that was another moment in his life where becoming a doctor was kind of on the brain, finally was beginning to register, because in other words, instead of being defeated by being in the hospital, and he was in the hospital for a long time after that surgery, it took him a long time to recover, and because of that, it really transformed him. It changed his life and changed his attitude about being in the hospital. In high school, his leadership skills started coming out from nowhere. I mean, he just started becoming more of a natural leader. He started being a very independent thinker. He back in the day, he used to try to, wear a fro, and he never could wear a fro. His fro would always fall to the side. It would be lopsided. It would be all over the place. He tried to put on, he tried to look like somebody else. But then one day, he said, "Forget it." He cut his hair completely off, where everybody was wearing a fro, and he decided to have his own style, his own personality. He became his own person.
Donald Blair II, my husband, I met him in college at Texas A&M in College Station, and at first we were somewhat adversaries, but through just working together and getting to know him during those years, I just came to love him and he loved me, and so we started dating our sophomore year. Yet also behind that was very ambitious. He wanted to achieve and wanted to be successful, and knew how to work hard, but needed to balance that out with being a very charismatic, very friendly, well-liked college student.
Remember when I used to love them.
Another pro would be, oh, your dad is just so generous. He's so generous. If I ask for the moon, the sun, and the solar system, he'd try to get it. So he's extremely generous. The cons would be when he becomes very stressed, he can withdraw. Actually, my pastor would say at church, men draw into their caves. And so I slip the food under the door and be very quiet.
People killing, people dying, children hurt, painted and crying. When you practice what you preach and what you turn the other cheek.